He's also not wearing a penis in this movie either.
He also doesn't wear even a penis in this film.
Hey, men's lib, right?
Kevin Smith is so strong he can throw two angels at the back. Even if they weren't angels, he couldn't even do that to Ben Affleck and Matt Damon in
Sure.
human
You
form.
underestimate the power of Silent Bob.
I clearly do. I clearly do.
This is
That
it.
is that is a dangerous thing. You don't
Yeah.
underestimate Silent Bob.
Silent but deadly.
Silent
Right.
Bob dead.
Bob Deadly. What's the joke he makes, Darren? What is the joke from?
No tickets. Oh, that's from planes, trains, and
Nope.
automobiles. Oh, John Candy.
Nope.
Don't throw him off a
Not-
train.
Nope. They're on a blimp.
What movie?
They're on a giant hydrogen blimp.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
This is taking place in the 1940s.
Oh, it's not The Simpsons. Okay.
There's
Oh,
Nazis.
God.
He throws a Nazi out.
Wait a second. You're not talking about. Wait.
The Last Crusade, Darren. It's the Last Crusade. Where he throws the guy out of the blimp. And he goes, and the guy's like sitting there, he goes, no ticket.
Yeah,
It's
no,
Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade,
yeah,
right?
fuck, but I haven't seen Indiana Jones in a long time. I know. Shame on me. Shame
That's
on
another
me.
one we gotta get to. Shame. So he goes, no ticket. And Silent Bob talks twice in this.
Does he?
Like, yeah, he talks a little bit later on as well.
Oh.
So now Ben Affleck is having a bit of a... He's like, oh no, the last Scion is coming, and now I'm really angry because I used to feel bad about humans, but now I don't feel so bad about them. Arr!
But this is my favorite scene in the movie, and I know it's not a comedy scene, I know it's not, but it's the acting that Ben Affleck does here that I love with Matt Damon. I love the way it's so fucking good. I can appreciate good fucking acting. You know,
Yeah, it's good.
solid, like really fucking good.
Matt Damon then flips over from being like a guy that will literally shoot someone in the back of the head from adultery to being like, whoa, someone needs a bit of a nap here.
Yeah,
You could cool down, buddy.
He has his lines. He has his morals. Yeah. He's a code.
Yeah.
He's
He's
a-
going,
He'll do
I can't
genocide.
kill him if they haven't...
he'll do mass
yeah.
genocide, but like he won't, cross that line.
Only if they're bad people. Can't kill them if they're good people.
I suppose, yeah. But it's funny because he doesn't realize until Jason Lee meets him, he doesn't realize then that, we're marked and stuff. Oh, people are talking about we're fucking marked now. Like, maybe we shouldn't be fucking doing this. Maybe, like, I shouldn't have shot that guy in the fucking bus, and maybe I shouldn't have.
There is a scene, with Jason Lee and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon where they're in the, like, supermarket.
That's when Jason Lee tells him. Did we pass that off? We did we?
Yeah, I think we passed that now, yeah.
That's not a big scene, but that's when Jason Lee tells him that, the Scion is looking. They have the Scion looking for him. They're like, "Fuck off!" Really?
Yeah.
It's not a big scene. It's not like that.
No, but basically they're being tracked by the last Scion. Yeah, that's kind of established. But it's like, I think Jason Lee has a little bit of it. It's like he's snuck away from hell, and they think he's up here for a normal possession, routine possession.
Routine possession.
So now they're all in the woods. Jane, Silent Bob, Chris Rock, and Bethany. And Chris Rock reveals to Bethany that she's Jesus Christ's great grandniece. And then what I love is Jay turns around and goes, so that would make Bethany part black.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I love you. Again, another fantastic callback.
But you know what?
Over and over and over again.
He's that type of character that you can just get away with that then, you know what I mean? Nowhere to say
He's
those
like
jokes.
smoking this big blunt. He's like this fucking big joint in his mouth. He's like, so that would make Bethany part black? I was like, Black Jesus reference to literally, again, something that happened like a half an hour. Like you said, Derry, it's like a little reward. And you're like, yeah, that's so good. So she runs away. She's like, I can't take being Jesus' great grandniece. Dan. what's his name? That writer.
Dan Brown.
Dan Brown, rip this film off. Right. Right, because he had a great descendant of Jesus also in his film. That was
theory.
A woman.
It's definitely not a new theory that the Holy Grail is the bloodline of Jesus. So
yeah, but in the film or in the book, it was a girl, it was a woman who is like the great grandniece of a descendant of Jesus.
I don't think that's a reach. I don't know.
Are you standing up for Dan Brown now?
Have you read the Da Vinci Code?
God, no.
Okay, I have.
I've watched the film.
Yeah, the film is shit.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's full of inaccuracies. I actually read one of the lines in the book. I think it was like, the man looked at the red cup.
Best line.
Stellar book writing from Dan Brown there.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the book. That was before the movie came out and before everyone started jumping on the hate train.
The hate train of what?
Oh, the hate train of, everybody hates Dan Brown, therefore I should hate Dan Brown.
Oh, no, come on. I can hate Dan Brown if I like hating Dan Brown. I can be a non-conformist.
I didn't say you were on the hate train.
Who's Dan Brown?
I'm on the... Leave Dan Brown alone.
I never said you were on the hate train. Are you on the hate train, Jamie?
I'm a little bit on the hate train, actually.
Yeah, see?
Lads, who the fuck is Dan Brown? Did he
Da Vinci Code.
Okay. Dan Brown.
Yeah, I'm like Jamie. I've seen the movies.
Movies are shocking.
Yeah, I don't know.
The one with Ewan McGregor with the Illuminati. And they got all the dates wrong.
So
yeah, they're good shit watching TV. To be honest with you, it feels like
it's a good fiction. The problem that with the Da Vinci Code is people took it as some sort of like intellectual thought on religion. It's not. It's a good fiction.
It's like they took this film and then went, wow, that's real life.
But yeah, okay, and the same with Life of Brian. Went, hey, it's saying about Jesus. No, it's not even about Jesus.
No, it actually has nothing to do with Jesus.
People can't take things for what they are now. Yeah. They can't read a book and be like, oh, it's a book, it's a good story.
Like, I read the Da Vinci Code and I know a lot about like religious symbolism and stuff like that. There's a lot of pagan references and stuff like that. So he used a lot of factual elements to create a fiction, and I think that's where people...
Yeah, but this will piss me off. When you have, it's like when people are fucking, like nowadays, people are looking at like DC movies, the new Batman movie, they're like, oh no, because the Court of Owls are there now, they're looking to religion. There's a certain type of religion that's like that. They wear masks. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Apparently now people are trying to ban this movie because it hasn't been fucking made yet.
Yeah.
But they're trying to ban it now because of it's symbolizing something. I'm like, lads, get the fuck over yourselves. Will you stop now?
And I think that's where
we're the owl mask wearers religion.
With Dogma, the difference is they didn't take any really factual elements to create the fiction. It's fictional elements that are similar to the factual elements.
Wasn't it in The Wicker Man? They all wore masks. Maybe it's the guy, like, there's an island on Scotland that are like, hey, don't you take the piss out of our pagan religion. We wear masks of sheep. No? Have you ever seen The Wicker Man? The original Wicker Man, not the one with bees!
Fucking stupid one, the Nicolas Cage shit. And I love Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage can't do no fucking wrong in my book.
Well, he can now after I've seen that fucking TV show. Oh man, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. It gets 10 minutes of good stuff in there, and then halfway through I'm like, oh wow, I feel horrible about myself. Thank you very much, Netflix. Goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dogma.
We're talking about funny stuff. So, more Alan Rickman. I was kind of getting to the film now, and I was like, why is there no more Alan Rickman? When does I'm pretty sure he comes back into it. Yeah. And then he comes back. She's in the river, being very. She's being very 90s orientated here. I.e., not wearing a bra. Like nobody wears a bra in this era. I'm not complaining about it, I'm just saying. Something I observed.
She is wearing a bra.
She's not wearing a bra, Darren!
Are we going to sit here and debate whether Linda Fiorentino is wearing a bra?
Yes.
I'm going to make the screen bigger. So, everybody at home.
Oh God, I was only joking.
Is she wearing a bra? She is not wearing a bra.
Okay, I'll agree with you.
Say to her, you go.
You go, girl.
I'm just saying.
Women's lib and all that.
Women's lib. So, Bethany, not wearing a bra,
Jesus Christ.
encounters Alan Rickman, also not wearing a bra.
Yeah. He's also not wearing a penis in this movie either.
He also doesn't wear even a penis in this film.
Hey, men's lib, right?
Right, men's lib. Take your penises off and hold them in the air.
Oh, fucking hell, where are we?
No. Yeah, why do women make us wear jock straps all the time? I think like women's lib is like that, the equivalent of that. Like if women made men wear jock straps all the time.
Darren, where's he going with this?
I don't know and I don't like it. Can we just talk about the movie, please?
So we've moved on to Alan Rickman walking on water.
Yeah.
And revealing that, oh, by the way, I knew all along that you were Jesus's great-great-great-great-grandniece, but I didn't tell you, and I had to tell Jesus that he was basically God all along. And that's a very good conversation. I like that little bit, that little emotional scene between Alan Rickman and Bethany.
Yeah.
Brings him to a big fancy restaurant, and then
best line in this movie is when Jay says, I think this shit is after kicking in right now. He's looking around. He's in a bit.
So I think, but that's the thing, so one-dimensional, but like anytime you see him in a little bit, you're like, oh, he's gonna say something funny.
Brilliant, Jay. That's why, but you forgive it because of who he is. He's beautiful.
So they catch everybody up to the fact that God comes down to earth to play skee ball every now and again because he likes skee ball so much. And he comes into a human form, but if he dies, he becomes God again. So he must have not died as of yet and is still stuck in a human form. So they think that someone captured the human form of God and is keeping him somewhere while all of this stuff has taken place with the two angels and Azrael and everything like that. We already know, because I spoiled it at the start, that the old man is God. So, again, a lot of callbacks in this, but a lot of rewarding callbacks. Jay has a good idea to call the cardinal to close down the church.
Yeah.
So they go to the church, which, again, it's just like, it just happens. They go to the church, and then they're talking to the cardinal, and he's like, okay, so these people that believe they're angels want to go into the church and I want you to close it down. And he's like, you're not pro-choice, are you? You're like, no, nothing like that. That they're just going to come along and believe that they want to do it. I don't know, why did it was pretty hokey to begin with, the reasoning for going to see the cardinal to ask him to close down the church, but they did it anyway. It's comedic. More George Carlin. And also, they get an excuse to steal the driver.
Yeah. Well, this is just a great command in the scene. Your man is like, while talking to him, it just cuts him and he's just like playing fucking golf in the office. Fucking absolutely brilliant.
Oh, there's a really good poster in the background with a piece of communion on it, and underneath it says, "Eat me." I want to get a t-shirt that has that. That'd be fucking awesome.
Great.
But he's hitting it into the communion cup on
Fucking
the ground, like the
chalice.
golf ball. So again, more George Carlin. Who doesn't love it? We now see Larry and Barry, Loki and Bartleby, going to New Jersey. They've walked their way all the way there. So I feel like there's been a bit of a cut here because now they're all just in the bar. So I feel like there was a lot more going on in between that segment. But now they're in the bar. And
they're missing hours. Like, I know there's an hour of footage that was actually in the movie they removed, but they shot I think they had at least 3 or 4 hours that they didn't use. Like, there was an hour, there was it was a preview they showed to audiences. They basically showed a version of it that was nearly 3 hours long. And then obviously because when the feedback they got back was it was too long, but it does look like there's bits missing. There's chunks taken out, it's cut. There's sharp cuts in it, you know?
Well, even at that, it just seems like a lot of things happen straight away, and that's it. You know, it's just gone to the next scene. And again, it works. It's fine. It's a very long movie to begin with anyway. And I was again shocked. I was like, wow, I really thought that was an hour and a half movie. The amount of content that I remember being in it is a lot, but I didn't think it filled up 2 hours. But at the same time, I was never bored, which is always the better part of it.
I just say that it doesn't actually stall at any points. I don't think it keeps a steady sort of pace the whole way through.
The editing is great in this. You know, like I said, that's where you see probably the faults of amateur Kevin Smith directing, getting fucking an hour extra footage that probably filled up a whole load of stuff that didn't need to be filled up. The editor came in, just went, you have a 2-hour film and all the good stuff is in there. You know, I feel like, again, without the editing, it would have been a very sloppy film. You know, but it hit all the points really well. Bam, 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 bam. Like, even the comedic cuts to Jay, that's the editor. That's not the director at all. So I feel like that's just, a lot of that's on point.
I don't know it's for sure now, but would you not think Kevin Smith would be in the room with the editor? Like,
absolutely. Probably.
Yeah. So I think, obviously, I think the editor did, obviously the most of the work, but I think Kevin would know what he wanted to get rid of.
Yeah, but it would have been Kevin's vision at the end of the day, but I can just see that it would have went on and on and on and on and on and on and on, because he couldn't have... Because, like, all the shots are probably done so similar that it was so easy to edit anyway. They didn't have all those mad, crazy shots that I would have liked to see. They could have just went... Because everything is filmed just like... on the same fucking 6-foot dolly.
Yeah. But you look at the new movie, I don't know if you have seen it, the new Jane Silent Bob reboot. That's where it is. It's all like ridiculously cuts. And it's like you could be doing one scene, all of a sudden it cuts to something else completely fucking different. But it doesn't even make sense when you watch the movie. Like, it doesn't make sense consecutively. Like, it didn't lead to anything else. Like, one scene started a convention and there was something not leading up to that. It was just shot there.
But that's where the writing has gone. And again, Kevin Smith was probably a great indie writer, but now that he doesn't have any connection to real people anymore, he can't write about anything. Because that's all his films were about, real people. And now he's high and mighty talking with rubbing shoulders with Mark Hamill. He's like, oh, I'm not a normal person anymore. And that happens.
Well, he's writing. His actual writing is fucking amazing. Like, he wrote, have any watched Daredevil on Netflix?
No,
it's probably better than any Marvel movie.
Daredevil, he didn't either, because he's blind. Because his nose is blind.
Ironically, wasn't Ben Affleck in that movie?
He was. Yes, he was.
Kevin Smith was in that movie as well, but he actually wrote 2 episodes for the Netflix series, and they're the best episodes of the series. The series is fucking lethal anyway. It's amazing. But
those are comic films. You know, we can't write about real things or real people anymore. This feels like an indie film where serendipity and 2 angels and prophets are literally walking around on the streets of America, Wisconsin, in boring fucking streets, and he can make it exciting. Nowadays, he has no connection to the real world. He doesn't beat the pavement. He drives around in all his limousines and can only write about superheroes and fantastical things. Well, so that's what I'm saying. There's the girth of it. You know, there's the difference.
That's the reason he made the new movie, because he almost, like, that's the reason why all the stars are in the new movie.
And
like,
it probably shows as well.
Yeah, but he had a heart attack, and it sounds like I'm defending Kevin Smith. I'm not really, but he had a heart attack and he was like almost dead. He was pronounced dead for like, I think, a minute or something, and they brought him back. And they said he has to give up his lifestyle. Like, he looks sick in the movie. You know what I mean? But
he needs to gain some weight. He's too skinny, that man.
Well, he lost weight. But I mean, when they call him, like, when your man Jason Mewes in the movie, the new ones call him like fat boy and all this shit, you're like, you don't believe it at all. Like,
yeah.
But the movie is literally written as a, hey, here's my friends. I'm friends with all these.
Kind of seems like that in this, but they're kind of in there for a point, though, most of the time.
His daughter in the movie is called Millennium Falcon. That's her name. That's what she's called, Millennium Falcon. I'm like,
thanks, Kevin.
It would be ridiculous, but her real name is Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. Yeah. So, what can you say about that? You know.
Whatever. I'll take it. So, we then get the revelation that Jay has stolen the driver from the Cardinal, which will come up soon. The demon Azrael comes along and is like, okay, we're all going to sit in the bar and we're not going to move. And I understand that basically time is going to be unraveled and space and reality are going to come to a stop after the angels go into the church. He basically explains that it's better than being in hell, which I probably would agree with. So,
how's your experience?
Larry, oh yeah, I've been there. I'm just thinking about it now, actually. So Barry and Larry and Barry go to the church. They finally made it, and they strip down to their lovely armor and frighten everybody. Start murdering people effectively.
This is very, like you were saying, stage film with the silver chest piece. This is like really practical, like really cheap costume wear, but it looks amazing. It looks.
I thought grand like that.
It's very Romeo and Juliet kind of.
Yeah,
it did remind me of that actually. Yeah.
But at least Romeo and Juliet it was intentionally a costume party.
Yeah.
That was like a character thing.
Yeah.
Fuck Baz Luhrmann. He sucks. I hate him.
Oh, you're gonna have fun in a few weeks.
Please don't show me anything by that man. I hate him. I really don't like him. He's like, if the audience don't know what's happening in the first 15 minutes of a film, then it's not. I'm like, shut up, Baz. Getting on from the film. I'm fucking angry with Baz Luhrmann now. So, Jason Lee has look away. Don't ever put that man in front of me. Oh God, it's gonna be awful, isn't it? So, the Jason Lee is like, okay, we're all gonna sit here and watch television, and you're all trapped here effectively for, I don't know, a little bit. Selma Hayek looks over at the golf club, and then Kevin Smith is like, gotcha, I have no idea what to talk about. Jason Lee is like so confident that he entices Kevin Smith to pick up the golf club and cave a hole, or effectively attack him with it, but it doesn't really go to plan because it's a holy golf club. Punching a hole in Jason Lee's chest. Kevin Smith is astonished. As am I. What was it? Selma Hayek then advises on blessing the water, the sink, and which is really good. I like that part. Pushing the hockey stick player's head into the sink as well. That was pretty cool.
I think so. Is that the only reason that she's around?
To bless that water.
Yeah, because like she doesn't really do much that the others couldn't do.
She finds God.
Okay, yeah, that's her own personal journey, but as far as saving the world...
No, but she finds God in the hospital.
Okay, yeah, again.
I love the way you took that up as she finds God. No, she actually finds God.
He was behind the couch.
The last place
no, I mean, yeah, I suppose there's that, but I don't know, maybe the others could have figured that out too. I don't know, maybe not. I just felt it was a bit like extra to necessity.
She didn't do a whole lot, really, did she? So pretty much then after that, we're straight over to the church scene, I believe. Oh no, wait. Azrael is like, oh no, my demon, and then that all happens, basically explaining about the putter all being blessed and stuff like that. They go straight over to the church scene, and everybody's absolutely destroyed, which I kind of enjoy. Seeing all the practical effects, people without their heads, all the fucking puppets around the place. That's awesome.
Yeah, still stands up, and I love it.
Yeah, I like the practical effects here.
I do have an issue with how we got there, though.
The demon was drunk.
Yeah, that skipped really a lot.
Yeah.
So, what do you know? What took place during that?
Mass genocide.
No, what I mean is the bit that has been cut.
Well, I think that he just, I don't know. I'm not going to try and explain. I have no clue.
Well,
Kill everyone.
Loki explains anyway that Bartleby is flying around, dropping people out of the sky. I think they're just committing as many sins as possible because they know that they're obviously going to be forgiven.
Is it not Bartleby? I thought it was Loki that killed everyone. Because
No,
that's
Loki.
So Bartleby, to this point, has been the sort of balanced, calm
okay.
one.
Because I thought it was
Stopping
Loki.
Loki when he goes too far.
No, it's because the reason for it is because Bartleby convinced Loki to stop basically killing people because he felt sorry for humanity. But then, after meeting the last Scion, which is Bethany, and she was like, I just chose to stop believing in God. And he was like, hang on a second, I miss God so much, but I was made to miss God. And humans, even though that they were basically made after us, were made with free will. And they can just choose not to believe in God if they wanted to. So I'm really pissed off, and fuck humans, because they don't actually respect anything, and I'm being punished for wanting to save them effectively. So it's a justifiable reason, I get it, but I feel like then Matt Damon just kind of goes, instead of, because there needed to be some sort of a pushback on that. So instead of Matt Damon being like, yeah, you're right, they're all evil, yada, 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 he went, oh, no, wait, you're going too far. And that's literally just the end of the film, where there needs to be that bit of conflict between them. Because then afterwards, Ben Affleck comes down and then is like, oh, yeah, we were waiting for you. And then stabs Matt Damon in the side, basically.
Those effects where Ben Affleck is like floating down, you see like the thing behind him. Obviously, like, and the whole, you just see the picture of the feet just landing. Like, that was a little nice effect, I thought. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And like, in fairness, you know, I think most of it was like Ben Affleck with, you know,
it was
rope
really
behind him, and then him lowering CGI on top of it. But when he's flying in the sky and stuff like that, with the amount of CGI they used, it was good enough. Like, you needed it at that. But yeah, the wings again. Even when the wings are all bloody, and like, I love just how great it looked. Again, if that was CGI, it would have looked crap. You know, it just looks so real there.
You know, when he's Jason Mewes comes out and he has the fucking gun, he shoots Ben Affleck's wings and they get blown. And you know, when he's touching the bone and the bone squirts out blood, and I'm like, that's fucking amazing. That's so, like, that's something that can be used now.
That reminds me of Existence. You know, like he chops the gun and the blood comes out. The blood.
You know, you have fucked up eating ribs for me for my life. Like, when I went the other day and seen my mother and father eating ribs, and they were like, they were breaking bones off, and I was like, you want some? I was like, oh God, no, I don't, because they're all greasy.
But the special is only for special occasion. Well, a birthday is a special occasion.
No, I can't eat ribs now. You have to fuck me up forever.
Lovely ribs. So, we then get Jason Lee, or not Jason Lee, fucking Jason Mewes. Damon. Jay.
There's another callback to where he says to her, you know, if the world was ending, there was a bomb going off in 5 minutes, would you fuck us?
That was it. Yeah.
She said,
well, the world's going to end in 5 minutes. Again, great callbacks. So, but this is where the callback is like, we can lay here and on comatose like that John Doe Jersey bastard over there, God, and she's like, what did you say? He was like, make with the love. It's a nice way to say boning.
It's a nice word for boning.
Nice word to say boning. So she realizes that God is in the hospital all along, just down the road, coincidentally. I think she basically was like, how far away was the boardwalk that he was found on? Is there skee ball there? And again, because God loves skee ball. This is the shooting part with the machine gun. He basically tears Ben Affleck's wings apart, and which was stupid because that's what he wanted to happen. They have to turn mortal before they can go into the church and then be forgiven of all their sins effectively. And Ben Affleck has a bit of a whinge, and then there's blood everywhere, and he starts licking his own blood because Ben Affleck is like Armie Hammer. And
oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but why did he lick his? I don't understand that. Why the fuck did he lick his own blood? I never got
Because
that.
he doesn't know what blood tastes, I guess. Yeah, because he's like, oh, I'm a human now. This is what humans
But you
do.
know what? Again, I go back to the whole acting thing. You know where he's like laughing his head off, and he just obviously you see the pain in his face as well as he starts feeling him, he starts crying a
Yeah.
little bit because he's weak as fucking god. Like again, good acting. I have to say, a lot of people shit on Ben Affleck. I think he's a solid fucking actor. Watch Argo. Tell me he's not.
Yeah, like again, I do. He's fine. I just don't really like him that much personally as a human.
That's Jamie's nice shitting on Derry. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
shitting on
he's shit. Don't worry. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry
I know
about it.
he's a fucking asshole. Whatever. So here's God.
It's like Stewie Griffin. Hey, you're doing good.
You're doing good.
Oh fuck.
Bethany hopefully has gotten the right man, and the fact that I hope she found out that it was the right man, because by the time she got in there, everybody's rushing out of the hospital. So how does she know that this is the man? So maybe she went around to like 4 other people and killed them first, and then went, oh, you know what? This is the last guy I do it to. But it was God. It was God all along.
I guess though, because he has this nickname of the Jersey John Doe, or what was it?
Yeah, but I imagine I imagine went, where's that John Doe guy? And then one of the nurses went, over there. But everybody was left in the hospital already by that stage.
Or he was probably on the news trying to find. So she probably recognized him.
He was like,
okay, I'll give it.
It was The Craft all over again.
There was a sign that said John Doe.
No, okay, so she probably found from a nurse or whatever, but she probably recognized him from the news, because if he has this Jersey John Doe or John Doe Jersey nickname, then the news have probably been publishing his picture, and she can recognize
I'll buy it, Darren.
Go for it. Yeah, I'm selling it.
She gets hit by God's lightning in the stomach and then starts to bleed from her belly. All the while, we go back to Ben Affleck trying to open the doors to the church, and then, lo and behold, it's Ben Affleck and currently at the time alive Alan Rickman. Currently now not alive Alan Rickman. And Alanis Morissette's still alive, isn't she? She's still alive. Yeah. Lovely Alanis Morissette.
You have to, like, thank God she's alive. She's like going to save us from everything.
Alanis Morissette?
Oh, Alanis Morissette is my...
That's a bit ironic.
It is. A little too ironic.
I really do
think. Yeah. See?
Don't you think? It's outrageous!
Yeah, let's not go there.
On your wedding day!
It's
not ironic.
With the board ready, print.
We can go all day.
DMCA structure for that. Yeah, I'm sing so bad. So she gives Ben Affleck a little bit of a hug, and then screams his head to death, where it blows up. Badam. I love Jay's reaction. What the fuck happened to that guy's head?
Yeah. Do you know what? That's
what the fuck happened.
I love the fact that she's just so weird and quirky, and that's what Alanis Morissette is. She's just like a free spirit. Like, she just takes off her thing and goes, "Yep, I'll walk down here now, play in the garden." And Jay's reaction: "What the fuck happened to that guy? What happened to his head? What's going on here? What the fuck is happening?" And she just gives him a little tap and
give him a little kiss on the cheek.
But let's be honest, if Alanis Morissette kissed any of us on the cheek, we would act like that. We'd be like,
I'd be pretty stunned at that point.
The world is good. Everything is happy.
I'm okay now. I do like that it is Alanis Morissette. Like, I don't think any other person would have, I've seen Morgan Freeman as God.
No.
But you know what, Alanis Morissette.
Anthony Kiedis from Chili Peppers. He would just be like an Indian god. He should just be totally.
They should do battle. They should get all the gods together to battle.
I'm just going to put it out there. Anthony Kiedis.
Laurence Olivier as Zeus. They should get him. Bring it back from the dead. So Bethany gets brought with Silent Bob back to the church, where she's all bloody in the stomach. And this is a little bit stupid, because then Alan Rickman's like, oh, she had to die to be martyred, but don't worry, God will bring her back to life. And I was like, why did she have to die then? So, moving on. God brings her back to life, and now she's pregnant with God's baby. That's what I got from that also. God got her pregnant.
Yep.
Scissored through
Yeah.
religion.
Oh, don't go. Come on now.
Caesar may timber, Xerxes. Am I right? Am I right? So, God and Alan Rickman and Chris Rock and Selma Hayek all leave to heaven. Wasn't that nice? And then, sadly, Jane Silent Bob can't take sexual advantage of... Oh no, wait, doesn't he say basically, hey, we can have sex up until the 3rd trimester? I was like, oh, Jay, you never stop, do you? And that was Dogma.
I love the idea that Jay has actually researched all these times that he's allowed and not allowed to have sex with a woman. Like, he obviously is like a young enough of a character that this has never become an issue for him, but he knows this.
I've gone into the sexual habits of late trimesters. I know I can have sex. So,
He's got all these excuses, you know?
Yeah, just like, takes out a book of cards. It's like, I got an excuse for that. So, that was Dogma. What a lovely movie.
Oh no, the boop. The boop.
Oh yeah, she does the boop. Yeah, God does the boop thing. Did you request that screenshot?
No, but like, duh.
I thought that was stupid.
It was just a
Oh, no, you know what?
Moment.
I take that back. I thought it was nice. I do think that was nice. Because it was like, what other way could you answer that question? It's like, what is the point of everything? And it's like,
I'm glad that she didn't talk, that she didn't give like a win, because you expected her to go, and then she just said, boop. I was like, yes, that's exactly how I feel right now. That's how you calm an upset child. Boop.
boop. So
That's how Amy calms me home. I'm giving her
just get a little poke on the nose. Boop, boop, boop.
boop. I'm like, what is it? What's happening?
Thanks, God.
That was Dogma.
That was Dogma. What a fantastic film.
It's fucking great.
I really enjoyed that because it brought me back to the 90s. And everything was nice and easy. And people could just have a fun time with the comedy and not need to worry too much. I will now announce the review of my review, which is, I will give this 8 crucifixes and no, I'm just going to give it 8 crucifixes. That's it. No little bits this time. I'm 8.
I'm impressed. I'm very surprised.
I couldn't think of a half of anything. Jesus doesn't get in half.
Half a wing.
No half. Oh no! And a half a loaf of bread and a bit of fish there as well.
So what's your
make
score?
that more. 8 and a half, 8 crucifixes and a bit of bread and a little sardine on the top. Darren?
I give it 9 eunuchs out of 10 eunuchs.
9 eunuchs. That is smooth talking. Derry. Smooth.
I'm very surprised by the score. I'm going to give it a 7. I'm giving it 7 boops.
7 boops on the nose out of 10.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You picked this movie.
I know, but I haven't seen it in a very long time. It's not that I didn't like it. I'll definitely watch it again, and I enjoyed it. I had loads of fun. I just think it could have been more, and there was bits missing. I know there was bits missing, the bits cut out, but it left it lacking a little bit.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change that it was loads of fun, and I'll definitely watch it again. But
I always say, what do we always say, Jamie? If a movie has rewatchability, and this to me again, I watch it for fucking years. I will watch it again when it comes on. That means something to me. Like, if you can get me to watch a movie more than 3 or 4 times, you've fucking won me over. Like, you know, you really have. Like, if I walk out of a film and I'm like, I would never watch that movie again, it's like, what the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? I think.
Well, I agree, and see, but that's the thing. I don't think I'd need to wait probably as long as I did now to watch the film, which is probably about 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need to watch that again next week or anything. I understood it. There's not a lot to it. It's a great comedy, and if it wanted to be any more, it certainly could have been. It just would have been a very different film. If it went down either the righteous religious route, it would have been very different. Or if it went down the anti-religious route, it went very different. But
I think it posted nicely in the middle. But
that's why it made...
There was bits that just didn't quite smooth out the story.
Yeah.
But again, I think as a comedy, you can forgive a lot of that stuff. If it was trying to do either or of the serious ones, those would have been big faults. But it was a comedy, and I think I could have gotten to...
I think it succeeded in what it was trying to do.
Make me laugh.
I think. Yeah, it made me laugh.
It made me laugh. So, that was a wonderful, wonderful film. We had some fabulous automatic art up in the middle of the screen this week.
Hands-free art this week.
Hands-free! Look, Mom, I have been Jamie. That has been Darren. Derry has been up on the top left-hand side. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. And next week, we will be back again. Same time with... Name the movie, Darren. What are we going with?
Oh, here we go. Are you ready for this? I know you all are.
I'm ready.
Dumb and
Dumber?
Oh, we're hitting Dumb and Dumber next week.
We're doing Dumb and Dumber, everybody. So come back next week watching Dumb and Dumber, the first one. Oh,
Jim Carrey's a fucking...
It's okay, Paul.
No.
It's okay. That's my favorite scene.
Yeah, the only one. There's no other Dumb and Dumber 2, Dumb and Dumber, or there's only one Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber.
So next week, get back in touch with us, everybody. We'll be on Twitch. Hopefully, we might even be on YouTube Live next week. Who knows? Who knows? So come and join us. Same bat time, same bat channel. Near 7, 7:15 GMT time. It's been wonderful to be here. Thanks very much, everybody.